and it focuses more on just a lot of bursts. You do have a lot of bursts, and
we have a little bit of desync from the Nally. That's what was holding us back, but it seems like he is playing just fine now. So we'll take his lagging into account and say that his score is a bit behind. But so on the match itself right now, it seems like Japan will be taking the lead at this point, which will have a client refresh and be right back.
Wait,
and that's not the case anymore.
All the Japanese players just miss while we were refreshing the client.
What was going on?
Alright.
Sorry, what?
That was a complete 180. Dust and Okinawa just keeping their combo right now, and it looks so good for the Japanese players, but then the turning client. Okay, this is not my fault now. That's complete the turning client, which cursed all of the Japanese players.
Yeah, well, let's see if the Japan turn this from 180 to 360, but it doesn't seem like it was so little of a map left. Dusthead is just running away with the score here. Look at the 99.7% accuracy too. Like, this is not...
Look at it, they can afford Canali or Blue Sky to even fail and it doesn't matter.
Wow. I mean, yeah, like we said, team play. This is teamwork right here. When your team does perform well, you want to keep up to it, not breaking apart and falling behind. But still, for this pick, Japan really was not up for it, I suppose, because I don't think this is the kind of result they were intending on.
Maybe they were banking on Rising still missing to take advantage of that. Otherwise, I probably would go for the Uruchi map in no mods, the technical one.
Probably.
But
I mean, we're already at that point where the easier maps were, well, I mean, the more comfortable maps where teams are drained out. So it's time for the teams to go into their least.
I mean, DT is always a questionable thing to pick against Germany. I see the reason behind it this time around. Japanese players did try. But...
I mean, they do seem to have a plan coming into that, and they have practiced that map, but the thing is, Dusthead was just so much more consistent than they were expecting.
I actually think something like an older approach with DT, like the Atoguro map, the first DT map, is more of it might be a better choice, but the Japanese players might not have the speed necessarily for it. Looking at everything will freeze, we did have 3 decent players, like one really good one, Mavelian, and the other 2 lagging a little bit behind, and then there's Angel Arrow who just was there to be there.
They're going actually for Enigma now. Like we said, the maps that are less likely to be picked are now being picked. Both teams have trained the more comfortable picks now.
To be fair, I said this one, like when we tried to predict the Japanese players' picks, this one was definitely up there next to Everything Will Freeze of just not being a good pick for the Japanese players' side. Because there's a bunch of things they can pick, but there's a lot of things they should not pick. And this is one of them. But, Germany's picking this one, so it's completely fine. Germany sees what they're good at. It's gonna get their standard lineup, they're gonna get Hellawatcher in there, Dust Eyes. Umbra is alright on there too, Okinawa as well. Okinawa is actually, looking at the last map, he played phenomenally, also got 1,000,000 points on the DT pick. Also has been playing a lot of the maps for now. He's definitely one of the more up-and-coming German players.
Yeah, something to note for this map is that this is CS5 actually, so this is smaller circle size than your average maps, which is CS4 usually.
Yeah, also this is CS5, circle size 5, a bit lower or smaller circles, but the 1/3 nodes you can see right now, that's the issue on this map next to just having tough streams. And you see a bunch of misses already.
Those triplets are very spaced and they can catch a player off guard, like you just saw with Bento and Hollow Watcher.
It's awkward in the sense that usually I used to having those 1/3 nodes or just those dream jumps kind of on
space
groups of 4.
The space streams have claimed more lives, and Dusthead and Vivalian only 2 to remain from that section. Oh, how brutal was that?
But Hello Watcher's up there. He's there to back.
Red flashing across the board from the
misses. You see a stream map, you look at Hello Watcher on the German side.
Oh, that is true. But you look at Dusthead, who is as impressive right now as well with the full combos.
Oh!
Still?
everyone, I believe, missed there except for Dallas, the only one with the 300 combo right now. 140,000 points of difference. I don't think he alone can make the difference. It's gotta be a team effort right here, but Dallas is definitely gonna make it easy to come back.
Yeah, but well, Vervolia has a pretty good accuracy, so I'm gonna assume that he has practiced his map and he can summon up his carry back if there's enough map left.
I mean, there's a long stream at the end as well, and who knows, maybe someone might fail again.
Could be, but for now it seems like Germany has a very sensible lead, and a fail won't be the thing we'll have to look for.
And the last stream is coming in. No one's gonna die. Just a lot of 100 from the Japanese side.
Yeah, accuracy tanks, but nothing out of the ordinary to screw up the players otherwise. And Germany will take this one as well, making it their
another point.
Another point. I was gonna say match point.
I mean, yeah, the match point.
Yeah, so it's looking increasingly like it's gonna be Japan's. That's it for Japan. I mean, this is losers bracket, so whoever loses here today will be saying goodbye to OWC 2018, and better luck next year. So, Japan is looking like on its lifeline now. Like Germany is not going easy on Japan. Like they have taken a beating from Japan in the round of 16 in the first round of 11 nations, and now they're repaying the favor from back then, just 200% right back at Japan.
Yeah, in the earlier round. Oh well, let's just get into the pick for a second. I think Platinum is one thing the Japanese players should consider. Other than that, maybe Oka Enbu. German players are not extremely good at alternating. It's not one of their strengths. It's one of the more contested picks, I believe. So I'd love to see Oka Enbu, Platinum, or the completeness and the incompleteness on Fremont.
But if Japan really were like just forced back into a corner, you know what map I'm thinking? It's Kushi Kodoku. That map seems to be.
See, yeah, I can see it.
Like that map is definitely a chance for Japan to make a surprise counter attack and get a quick point. But they're going for actually the third double time pick, Romantic Fall.
All right, Rising still missing, I believe.
Yeah, counting on Rising not being able to make it in here this time, and hopefully his absence will count in this time. But yeah, like Japan, it's looking like they're going in with a double time pick, trying to surprise Germany with, well, not really surprise, but more like just attack Germany with a speedy pick.
It's not that horrible of a pick.
I mean, if you look at Japan's earlier pick, I mean, everything will freeze, the other double time pick, and now this one. There's definitely, they're trying to gun for the speed weakness on the German side, but so far that weakness is being very firmly defended by Dust Eyes and Hollow Watcher too. So I'm not.
Hello Watcher not at all on the speed picks. More like Dust Eyes, Okinamo, and
yeah, sorry, I mean Okinamo.
Potentially Rising if he's here. But Vavalion is the only one I've seen some really good performances out of the entire speed picks. This one. It is speedy, but I feel like it's more about the approach to 10.3 reading and just the jumps and the patterns in the map. You don't need an extreme amount of speed to play this one.
But AR 10.3 will test a different aspect of a speedy map, and that is consistency and your ability to react.
Yeah, 4 minutes of this.
Yeah, not to mention, 4 minutes is no slouch, certainly, and the players will be tested on their nerves too. So let's see if Japan can handle this.
Right. Well, we got the beginnings of the map out of the way. We do have to look at this in context. Japan beat Germany 6-3 in the round of 16, and now having the rematch, and Germany's looking really strong. Definitely shows you the dynamic and maybe the scaling limit of Japan. You know, some teams where you think, oh, that's unfortunate they dropped out, like group stage France did or Poland did. They have really good scaling teams, but they just didn't perform on the other pools, and that's why they didn't get this far. Japan performed really well on the other pools. But I think this might be the limit they're really hitting here.
Yeah, there comes a hard barrier when the teams hit with the skill level. So this could be Japan's end of the line here, whereas the better team in terms of the raw skill, in this case Germany here, very apparently will be able to advance further because they can just play those maps that the other team can't.
Alright, that's a miss by Hell Watcher. and Okinawa. Coming in also hot on the Japanese side is Ancient Arrow. And Dallas.
Dallas has your whole 99.7% accuracy, and with that high of accuracy, you can tell that this is not a map that can throw him off. It's the kind of map that he can play very comfortably and much in his comfort range. So
Yeah.
the only thing that he can miss on is will be like just slight carelessness. But right now he is carrying his team behind his back with Blue Sky right now. That is very, very impressive.
Yeah, this pick just depends on the execution of Japan. And apparently, and you can see it is a really tough map. It's hard to properly execute as a 4-man line around this one, get a quarter C. It's not something you need necessarily against Germany, but Germany just has a lot more tools for these type of maps. And that's why they are just taking advantage of it and just going ham right now. There's still a possibility if Dasa misses and the entirety of Japan just keeps on comboing until the end.
That could happen, but I mean, that takes a little bit of counterfactual assumptions to go in that scenario.
Yeah, you don't, like currently Germany's in the driver's seat. If they lose combo, they have a chance to lose this one. If they keep their combos, they are 100% favorite to win this one. They're in the driver's seat. And you never want to believe and trust the enemy team to miss, but then Dasta is missed.
Is there enough room to come back? I mean, if Japanese players hold, there could be enough time to come back right now. But for that section, no. So that was an indoor arrow breaking. That's not ideal. That's not what we're looking for. But Hollow Watcher and Okinawa will take over Dust's spot and carry their team behind their back now. And I do not think that's going to be anything to change for the remainder of the map, as we do see that the lead is still very well safely guarded by those German players.
Japan, and it's not going to change.
Yeah, Japan cannot reclaim the lead. Benki and Rebellion playing to their heart's content, but simply could not get enough combos behind their scores to back it up. Wow. And
we're closing in into the last notes, and that's it for Japan, I believe, for this year.
Yeah. Well, it's been a good run for Japan for sure, though, nonetheless. Like, even though they went out quite devastatingly by the German players, I mean, they had a very good run this year. Before, since 2014, they've had kind of like a slump that they just didn't seem to recover out of. But this year, they've really made a show for themselves, showing that, we're still in this. We're still a formidable force, just waiting to be awakened again, and we will come back again and again to prove ourselves. So, with GG well played said by the players, we will now wave goodbye to the Japanese players. But first, you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking this Japanese team will be back next year and they'll be stronger than ever. And once again, to surprise us with more amazing performances.
Yeah, the Japanese players definitely showed up. They did have a bit of a drop for the last few years after Ruchi was missing. But they came back phenomenally. I mean, they almost got top 4. They were just one match away from it.
Yeah.
It is what it is. You meet Germany and you just get bested on most of the maps, and that's just the way it is. Germany is a team in this case where it just scales a little bit better. They're also gonna hit their scaling limit soon, I think, either this bowl or the Grand Force bowl. But Germany against Russia now. So Germany won the rematch. Japan won the first match, and now Germany won the rematch. Russia also lost the first match against Canada and won the rematch. And now Russia and Germany are gonna meet.
Yeah, so the question is who's gonna be the better team now? And that match, the answer to that question will be decided in the match to come 3 hours from now. So, so 3 hours from now, Germany will be playing Russian Federation on this stream. So, Kat, if you're curious to find out what's the outcome of that match, do not go away and be sure to return in 3 hours, and we'll see you right here, actually. I believe that's it for this hour, right, Force?
Yeah, looking at it, yep, exactly 3 hours to go for this one. As you can see currently on the screen, the grade, actually they've already got removed. There are 2 grayed out matches, which is Russia against Germany and Russia against Japan. That's the conditional matches. The Russia versus Germany match is the one which we're just gonna have. And that's gonna happen exactly, well, a little bit under 3 hours from now. So for now, we'll we'll say goodbye and enjoy the rest of your day until the next match. Because we'd love to see you guys again to see the explosive match of Russia versus Germany.
Oh, it's gonna be a great match, I'm sure of it. Alright, so that's it from now. This is Adrian, I'm signing out.
And this is Force, I'm also signing out. Thanks for watching.
I'll see you guys around.
after Rucci was missing. But Germany against Russia now. So Germany won the rematch. Japan won the first match, and now Germany won the rematch. Russia also lost the first match against Canada and won the rematch. And now Russia and Germany are gonna meet.
Yeah, so the question is who's gonna be the better team now? And that match, the answer to that question will be decided in
to see the explosive match of Russia versus Germany.
Oh, it's gonna be a great match, I'm sure of it. Alright, so that's it from now. This is Adrian, I'm signing out.
And this is Force, I'm also signing out. Thanks for watching.
I'll see you guys around.